Each year, my son forgets my birthday to vacation with his mother-in-law, whose birthday falls the same week. What if the people you loved most, the ones you thought were family, were actually playing you for a fool? For years, my son and daughter-in-law treated me like an inconvenience, a problem to be managed, until I dropped $3.2 million on a waterfront villa and watched their world, and mine, explode. It felt like a bomb going off, but for the first time in forever, I was the one holding the detonator. It all started, as these things often do, with my birthday. March 15th, 64 years old. The phone alert hit my son Brian's phone at exactly 10:47 a.m. By noon, my own phone was buzzing like an angry hornet. And by evening, I was the most popular woman in Connecticut, and it only took completely shattering my family's financial expectations to get there. You see, for the last 5 years, my birthday had somehow managed to sneak up on Brian and his darling wife, Sarah. What a coincidence that it always seemed to fall right during their annual spring getaway with Brian's mother-in-law, Patricia Wells, whose birthday conveniently lands just 3 days earlier, on March 12th. I'm no fool. I'd figured out this little dance years ago. The subtle hints, the not-so-subtle guilt trips, they never worked. But this year, something snapped. Instead of my usual pathetic attempts to get their attention, I decided to try something radical. I said absolutely nothing. Didn't mention my birthday once. Didn't send those sad little reminder texts about having the weekend free. I just smiled and waved when they packed their bags for their annual spa weekend in Vermont. The moment their car disappeared down my driveway, I called my real estate agent, Jennifer. Jennifer, I said, my voice surprisingly steady, find me the most beautiful waterfront property you can locate within 50 miles. Money is no object. She thought I was joking. For hours later, when we stood in the gleaming marble foyer of a stunning contemporary villa overlooking Long Island Sound, she realized I was deadly serious. The place was magnificent. Floor-to-ceiling windows that made the ocean feel like part of the living room. A gourmet kitchen that probably cost more than most people's cars. A master suite with a fireplace and a deck that made you feel like you were floating above the water. It's $3.2 million, Mrs. Thompson, Jennifer said, her voice careful, as if delivering bad news. I'll take it. She looked at me bewildered. Don't you want to think about it? Maybe discuss it with your family. I almost laughed. When was the last time my family discussed anything with me? Jennifer, I told her, I'm 64 years old, and I've been thinking for most of them. Why are the funds tomorrow? That was Tuesday. By Wednesday afternoon, the deed was in my name. By Thursday morning, I was posting photos on every social media platform I could remember the passwords to. The living room with its sweeping ocean views. The kitchen island where I'd arranged a small, elegant celebration for one. The deck where I'd enjoyed my first solo birthday dinner in decades, complete with champagne and takeout from the most expensive restaurant in the area. The caption was simple, birthday celebrations at my new home. Sometimes the best gifts are the ones you give yourself. And that's when my phone started ringing. Brian was first, of course. His name flashed on my caller, and then watch the full story link is attached below.